Okay, let's try with the Sena this time. I know quality's not as good. Let's see what we can do. Best part of the flat top's a single point harness. Got a full tank today, and the guy's going to fly an RC plane. That's cool. Sometimes I want to clutch. Send it. Hello, who's this? I was just flying. Dude, this thing climbs awesome. So this is this is a 25 meter, and my other one's a 27 meter. And this one climbs way faster than the 27. Oh yeah, turn sharper. And so I used to have a 25 K2. Like my other one's a large K2, and I used to have a medium K2. And this is almost the same. It's just this thing climbs so much faster, flies faster, turns sharper, flares better. It's real nice, but it has more feedback. Sometimes I don't like the feedback, but today feels real good. All right, thanks, man. Talk to you later. Yep, I'm definitely getting pushed to the west. Oh yeah, definitely. So I got a rotor coming off this mountain. That's why I'm going down so fast. Nice. So I guess it's a good time to start talking about why I started paragliding. I've always wanted to fly. I never really knew how or when I was going to get started, or even if I was going to get started. I'm in St. George, and one day I run into this guy. He's getting ready to take off on a trike, and I stop and I see him. I say, "Whoa, what's that thing? How do I do that?" And so he had me sit in the thing and showed me all the things about it, gave me a phone number to call. And he said, "You really need to take this training." I said, "Yeah, that's great. I could probably do that sometime, but who knows when." And so I had a really amazing job at an electronics company. Loved the job, loved the company, loved the work, loved the products. The products are great, still are great. I was designing all sorts of cool stuff. One of the problems was I started getting sick when I started working there. Maybe a little after I started working there. I got like horrible nosebleeds. No, let's go over this way. Go towards the freeway. Horrible nosebleeds, like 45-minute long nosebleeds. And I got abdominal pain, joint pain, blurred vision, rectal bleeding, weakness and fatigue, insomnia, all sorts of weird problems. I had no idea why. I had no idea what was causing it, whether it was work or home or the city or just me. I thought I was just getting bad noses, like it was dry or something. I did notice that my disease, I wanted to call it, correlated with going to work. So on Mondays, I would get sick, and I get sicker throughout the week. And on Saturdays, I get better, and I get progressively better throughout the weekend. So I assumed that it was work, and I just needed some tangible, some kind of evidence or some kind of emotional support saying, yes, it really is happening at work. I needed something to tell me that. So I decided I needed to take some time off work to get better. And I decided to take the paragliding, the paramotoring course. I called the instructor, paid the money, went to the course. For the first couple of days, man, my kidneys hurt so bad. I was having a hard time standing, walking, kiting. But after about halfway through, it was a 10-day course, I started feeling real good. I started flying. Was real scared of flying. It was like the scariest thing I'd ever done, right next to having kids. Having kids was the scariest thing I've ever done, sure. But after day 10, I was like, yes, I can fly. I'm going to do this. So I went back to work the following week, and right away, instantly sick, nosebleeds, horrible nosebleeds, awful pain, day one being back. Oh, so I knew right away that it wasn't my house. It wasn't me. It was something at work. I had no idea what. So I asked the company safety rep if he would start checking out and see if there's like a what the building used to be, what kind of chemicals they used to have in there, if there's any kind of, I don't know, any kind of chemical that could cause this stuff. And we looked and we found nothing. No mold, nothing. And my wife one day says, hey, what about benzene? So we looked up the symptoms of benzene, and I said, whoa, I've got most of these symptoms. This is very highly resembles what I've got. And so I asked the safety guy to start checking the company for benzene. And he looked and he said, there's nothing. We found nothing in there. And so I got all these doctors. Actually, for like 2 years straight, I got doctors to try and take my blood and test me out and see what was wrong with me. I had one doctor test me for benzene. They found nothing in my system. I was perfect, except for like low HDL cholesterol. You know, I guess that is perfect. So I was perfect except for I was sick all the time and weak and nosebleeds, and oh my gosh, the anger. It's endocrine disruptor. Oh, I haven't gotten into that yet. I was angry. I had no idea why I was so angry all the time. But it was really affecting my family. And one day my supervisor says to me, what about the pesticides they're spraying in here every month? I said, what? So right away I looked up pesticides, and I had every symptom of pesticide exposure, every one of them. And I was like, that's it. I went right to the company and said, listen, you need to stop spraying pesticides in here because it's killing me. And they said, no, we can't do that. We got spiders and scorpions. Let's see if I'm out of the rotor yet. Doesn't feel like it. Feels like I'm going down pretty quick. So anyway, I kept working at the company, and they put me in charge of software development. Ooh, I got some lift. I'm still getting some east wind. So for a couple of years, I was doing software development. They even put me in my own little office. But every time they would spray pesticides outside, I would leave. I'd go home for the day. If it was a Thursday, I'd go home for the weekend. They tried to help me out. Wow, getting pushed. That's some rotor. Yeah, they tried to help me out. But it kept drifting over and getting in my office until the point where I was like, listen, I can't even be at the office anymore. And they gave me an offer a long time earlier that I could work from home, and I decided to take it. And then they retracted that offer. But I went home anyway because I was too sick to work. The manager was really mad at me for going home, and they made me come back. They gave me a different office, and they said, we'll never spray in there. And I was like, I don't believe you. But I came back anyway, and from the first day, I go in there at 8 in the morning. At 10 o'clock, my nose would be pouring blood. Every single day. It lasted about 2 or 3 weeks before finally I was sitting on my computer and I couldn't see my screen anymore. I just lost the words. Everything disappeared. I knew what I typed. It was right there, but I couldn't see it. So I walked outside. I called my wife, and she said, I think it's time. And it was time. I quit. I haven't really had a good job since April of 2016, and here it is, the end of October 2017. I tried working for myself. It's not easy being a stay-at-home dad, working for yourself at home, turning down jobs because you're too sick to work. So 5 years of working with pesticides, and they destroyed my immune system so bad that now I can't be around perfume, hairspray, shampoo, floor cleaner, fuels, all sorts of different things. It has destroyed my life. Oh, pesticide fun fact. Pesticide exposure has been linked to suicide rates among farmers. Do you know how many times I stuck a gun up to my head trying to end it all? And then my head cleared, and I was like, what was I thinking? And it's like that all the time. You know, I've been trying to sell this Anarchus, but I don't think I want to do it. I think I'd rather just buy a third paraglider. It's a lot of fun. This thing is like great. I want to try an Ozone next. Maybe an Ozone Mojo or Ozone Kona. Dude, I still got an east wind. It's pushing me. It's also getting pretty turbulent up here. I think maybe it's time to quit. Plus my hands are kind of cold. Yeah. pushing me all over the place. That's some weird wind right here. Up and down, fast and slow. Hey.
That's awesome.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Sorry, my hands are kind of cold.
You're good. You're good. Amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. How much does that weigh?
Fully fueled, about 75 pounds.
That's all.
Yeah.
It could be heavier. And what did this cost?
Brand new, the setup would be around $10,000 for the paraglider, the machine, and the reserve parachute. This is my second one. Yeah, this is reserve. My second one, I got this one for like 65, and I got the wing brand new for 3. So it's my second wing also. So